With Sun and Moon mere weeks away, I cannot wait until those games come out. But after looking back at a few requests after my top 100 favorite Pokemon list, you guys have been wondering which ones are at the bottom of the list. Or I guess in this case, bottom of the barrel. So I guess after thinking about it, why the hell not? Welcome everybody to my top 10 least favorite Pokemon. So here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to break down the statistics of the Pokemon, talk about their designs, as well as their move pool. Remember that this is all based around my opinion only, and I can almost guarantee that many of you may disagree with this list. So just bear with me on this, alright? So anyway, sit back, relax, and let's talk about my least favorite Pokemon. Here we go.
I just got my first Pokemon today, and I cannot wait to fight and slay all the basic trainers in my way. I'm the Predator and you're my prey.
Charizard. Okay, I know for a fact that people are gonna be bitching at me in the comments saying that their precious lizard shouldn't be on this list. But hey, be thankful that it's not any lower. But anywho, Charizard was mostly considered to be the most overpowered Pokemon from Red and Blue, for obvious reasons. Many people have mistaken it as a dragon, despite it being a fire flying type. Its stats and its move pool are very reliable, which keeps it from being any higher on this list. But it still holds a major weakness to Rock, having not one but two Mega Evolutions, and being the most chosen Pokemon whenever Charmander was available, got very annoying over the years. But in all honesty, Charizard is a very good reliable Pokemon, and in all honesty, I can't be too mad at the guy.
I just got my first Pokemon today, and I cannot wait to fight and slay all the basic trainers in my way. I'm the Predator and you're my prey.
Farfetch'd. This is one of the Pokemon that I consider to be a throwaway Pokemon. Design-wise, this thing is very unimpressive. It's just a duck holding a stick! Its move pool is very pathetic as well, mostly learning both normal and flying type moves through leveling up and TMs. Need I also mention that it has no base stat higher than 65? I guess you could say that Farfetch'd is quite far-fetched.
I just got my first Pokemon today, and I cannot wait to fight and slay all the basic trainers in my way. I'm the Predator and you're my prey.
Stunfisk. This one should come as no surprise that it made it onto the list. Stunfisk is another throwaway Pokemon. Upon first glance, what did you think it was? A water ground type? Wrongo! It's an electric ground type. I will say this, it does have a very unique type. It's based off of Flounder. So, with something like that, you think it would know some good water type moves, right? Well, it learns one water type move through leveling up, and it has a weakness to one of its types and water. Why? While it is unique, everything else was pathetic and disgusting, like its cry. The hell was that?
I just got my first Pokemon today, and I cannot wait to fight and slay all the basic trainers in my way. I'm the Predator and you're my prey.
Delibird. Now we're really getting started. Say hello to the one Pokemon who's pretty much a knockoff version of Santa Claus. While I do love Generation 2, some of the designs were horrible. Delibird was one of them. Its type pretty much made Articuno look terrible. Being an ice flying type, it definitely brings out the true definition of the phrase, glass cannon. Base 45 on both defense and special defense. The move pool is horrible. It knows one move through leveling up, and that move is Present. A move that can sometimes heal the enemy? What? I think the people that created this thing was cracked. Cool.
I just got my first Pokemon today, and I cannot wait to fight and slay all the basic trainers in my way. I'm the Predator and you're my prey.
Klefki. Being the only Gen 6 Pokemon on this list, this one is what I consider to be one of the most unusual Pokemon. I will say it does have a unique type, being able to resist not only Dragon, but one of its weaknesses as well, Poison. But its design and stats is what got it to be on the list. It's basically a keychain with a face on it. I will say this, it is pretty cute, but it's still a low-ranked design for me. So stat-wise, it is good at taking physical and special offensive hits. But everything else doesn't serve well with its pretty average move pool. But hey, at least it can unlock some good ideas, right? Huh? Huh? Ugh.
I just got my first Pokemon today, and I cannot wait to fight and slay all the basic trainers in my way. I'm the Predator, and you're my prey.
Love Disc. We'll take a generic water type, give it crummy stats everywhere except for speed, give him a trait that doubles his speed in the rain and the option to use agility, and call it a day. Charm turns Luftisk into a very sturdy physical wall that can survive 2 Caterpie tackles and force it to switch out. And as a bonus, here's a little more of what makes Luftisk horrible. Shut the hell up! If you couldn't get what I was saying, Luftisk is terrible. It has a crummy move pool, and all but its speed is very below average. If you're looking for a good water type, this is not your guy. Luftisk sucks.
I just got my first Pokemon today, and I cannot wait to fight and slay all the basic trainers in my way. I'm the Predator, and you're my prey.
Kecleon. This is, by far, the second worst Gen 3 Pokemon. Design-wise, this thing looks like any ordinary chameleon. While its stats and its move pool don't suit each other well, the only thing that is unique about it is its signature ability, Color Change, which causes Kecleon to change its type to the same type of move that came into contact with it. While it is unique, it can and will be used as its greatest downfall. For a good normal type, just go for Slacking.
I just got my first Pokemon today, and I cannot wait to fight and slay all the basic trainers in my way. I'm the Predator, and you're my prey.
Chatot. Being the only 4th generation Pokemon to make it onto this list, this proves that Chatot is the worst from Gen 4. While I have no serious problems with this design, its stats and its move pool really made it onto this list. It does specialize in special attack, and it has some pretty decent speed. But having very low defense and special defense, it is considered to be a glass cannon. Base 42 special defense would pretty much take it down in one special attack shot. Most of the moves that it learns are normal, and most of them do help out with its special attack stat-wise, but everything else about it are status hindering wise, which is not good. If you want a good flying type, look anywhere else.
I just got my first Pokemon today, and I cannot wait to fight and slay all the basic trainers in my way. I'm the Predator, and you're my prey.
Alomomola. At first glance, we all thought this was the evolution of previously mentioned Luftisk. Turns out, this shit isn't. Its design looks like it, but for whatever reason, they didn't give it the evolution. While it does have a base stat of 470, 165 of that came from HP, which is very nice to have, but everything else is below average to slight average. Many of its water type moves are especially offensive, which doesn't suit too well for that base 40 special attack stat. This abomination is terrible. So before we unveil our number 1 spot, we haven't done this in a while. So what do you say we talk about an honorable mention, or a dishonorable mention?
I just got my first Pokemon today, and I cannot wait to fight and slay all the basic trainers in my way. I'm the Predator, and you're my prey.
Unknown. Kind of unusual seeing it in this spot, isn't it? And believe me, I really wanted to put it on the list, but all the other Pokemon that came after this, or I guess in this case before this, were terrible beyond belief. So Unknown may be pretty balanced in terms of attack and special attack wise, but guess what? Its move pool doesn't suit it. It knows one move, Hidden Power, which is not a very good move unless if it's used right. So, you guys are probably wondering, why didn't this make it onto the list? Well, thanks to the Unknowns from the Spell of the Unknown, they really helped make one of my favorite Pokemon more of a badass. And I do like the fact that it's based around Latin alphabet. So hey, I can't be too mad at them. Nah, I can be mad at them as all as I want. But out of all of them, there is only one Pokemon that has pissed me off so much. Let's find out what it is.
I just got my first Pokemon today, and I cannot wait to fight and slay all the basic trainers in my way. I'm the Predator and you're my prey.
Cast Form. Yep. I'm 95% sure that many of you guys saw this one coming. Cast Form is by far the worst Pokemon ever. Design-wise, it has practically 4 different appearances. Its normal form, a fiery form, a watery form, and an icy form. Each one is downright putrid. Base 70 across the board, it may be balanced, but that's not the worst part about it. It's said that it to be based around Japanese dolls that were prayed for good weather. But why do they look like floating testicles upon first glance? The only good thing that I can say about this Pokemon is that this is the perfect Pokemon that can put Weather Ball to good use. But everything else about it is terrible. Bar none. This has been my top 10 least favorite Pokemon. Thanks for watching. If you like the list, then why not consider giving it a like, adding it to your favorites, or share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, or anywhere. What's your least favorite Pokemon? Why not tell me about it in the comments below? And if you want to see some more of my awesome related Pokemon work for 2016, then why not subscribe today for a Pokemon Let's Play update as daily as often as possible, and a Top X video once or twice a month. We have one last Top X video coming up. Stay tuned on December 27th for that very list and my 4th year anniversary special. Thanks again, everyone, and I will see you in my next Pokemon Let's Play coming soon.